Alright, so this video is more for the person who wants to set up their computer the old way that you used to use, like Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, but you just upgraded your computer to Windows 11, and suddenly you get this bottom bar down here where you're like, what is this, right? They did change a few things with the Windows 11 layout, but there is a way to configure it to be more familiar, something that you're used to. So one thing that you can do is simply change the visual cues of Windows 11. And so that's what this video is about. It's about making it look like Windows 8, 10, 7, like you're used to in the past. Maybe not so much Windows 8, because that was built for like touchscreen, things like that. So this video is just going to help you set up your computer to look like Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows XP, where you just click the start menu, list of your programs are there, your files are the right way that they're supposed to be, and it'll just simplify everything. So there's a few steps we're going to get into: start menu, folder options, file explorer, and then we're going to manage the start menu and taskbar. It sounds like a lot, but I promise you this is very simple. So we're going to start with that now. And there is an order we do it. So I'm just going to slowly walk everybody through to where if you want to configure your Windows 11 to look as simple as it can without all the features and pop-up stuff that bug you crazy when you first get it. So let's start from here. And so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open the start menu. This is where everything's all different, right? You got these icons. You're like, where's my programs? So all we're going to do, the first thing, we're just going to unpin everything. Because the purpose of the start menu is that, oh, my programs are listed here, right? And I want to make sure that the stuff I use daily is easily accessible. So that's what this is for. But it comes with all this extra stuff that you may or may not use. So to clean it up like I'm doing, you simply hover your mouse over it, right-click it, and then left-click it on Unpin to Start. So that's how you remove the icons from the start menu. And we're just going to do this till the icons are gone. All right? From here, there's still this down here. We want to clean that up. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the settings. You do have to type it up top in here at first because it's not listed. So we're going to go to settings. From there, you will get this screen that will pop up for you. Now we can go to set this up. So we'll go to settings, down here, in personalization on the left side here. When we go to personalization, we'll go to start because we're adjusting the start menu. And it'll say show recently added apps. That's just that clutter bar down below. Do we want to show recently opened items in start? Not really, because we're cleaning it up, right? You can change these at any time. So this isn't a setting that you're going to go, oh my gosh, I need that. The nice thing about this method is you can always turn these features back on. So you're not permanently deleting that area. Now that we've unselected this one and this one, we can then click the start menu and you'll see how that's gone. It's empty. It's simplified. All you have is a search bar and an app bar and a power button. But what happens if we lose this folder? Now we can't get to our files. So this is where it's very important to customize this bar down here, right? That's what we're doing next. We're going to folders. And then you'll see where, do we want the settings button? Yes. Do we want file explorer? Yes. Because now when I open this, I will immediately get my folders with my files in it, my settings, and my power. And I won't have to adjust anything. So that's a great start. Now your start menu's simplified. You're done there, right? You can now click Start, and now you can customize. So all that stuff that we removed is now out of our face. All the clutter's gone. We now go to All Apps, and you can select, I want Adobe Reader, right? Pin to Start. When we right-click the icon and pin it to start, it's now here. So every time I click that button, Acrobat or whatever program you want is going to be there. So that's going to leave this large list of files that are going to go like you saw originally, but now they're yours. They're not cluttered. They're not things you may or may not use, right? So that's how you customize that. So we started with the Start menu. We went to Settings, Personalization, Start. We turned these 3 buttons off, and then we clicked the Folders icon. From there, we just enabled these 2. And that gave us our Start menu that was simplified. So now that you know how to unpin, you now know how to customize those bars. That's done. Now, we look at the bottom, we're like, well, there's still these icons here. So the next step we want to do is to simplify the taskbar. How do we do that? Well, we go to Settings. That's why I pinned the settings here, so we could always get to it. Your settings are always going to be there. So we go to Settings. Now we're going to personalize this taskbar. So we click Personalization. We then go down to Taskbar, which is this bottom row here. Now, there's many different ways that you can configure this, but if you truly are going for like the Windows 7, the Windows XP, the Windows 10 look, you want to remove Chat, Widgets, Task View, and leave the search bar. The reason that you want to do that is because now I can just click the search bar, type in penguins, right? We get penguins. So that is going to be normal. If you're like, hey, I want to hook up my printer. I'm going a little off topic here, but essentially that search bar does your computer and it does the internet at the same time. So you can absolutely leave that there. It won't slow nothing down, and it's nice to have as a quick fix. Where we can change this from center to where it normally is on the right, we want to go to this taskbar behaviors down here. When we click that, it's going to say align. We're going to align it to the left. Now, it looks beautiful. It's where it's supposed to be. It's where it's been for years. And now, we click it. We have our icons. We can go to our apps just like before. Scroll down, do all the stuff that we've already done. So that is an essential function of that device. Now, taskbar is good. Start menu is good. So we just have to clean this up. Right click, unpin. Internet, I like to keep it there. So I just move this by clicking and dragging, right? So now we have Start, Search, Internet, Files. So that, all good to go. Now, this folder icon here, this is kind of, this is just me, because I do not like quick access. I'll be the first to admit it. I prefer this method. So whenever I go into something and I go, hey, I want to make sure that all of this stuff is where I can get to it. So when I unplug this flash drive, it's unplugged. When I plug it in, shows up, right? We're all good. So simple, right? No, we don't get simple. We get quick access, which is just everywhere. So that's just my opinion on the matter. So now we're going to go here. So the first thing we do to change it, now that we have the problem, the solution is click the folder icon and then click these three dots. You'll see that drop-down menu. When you go to options, it's going to say a whole bunch of different settings here. You'll have browse folders, stuff. We want to just disable these two things to show files from Office, show frequently used folders. And then we want to go to Open File Explorer, right? When we go to this PC, that will automatically make that area active. So I hit Apply. Now I can close it, and when I reopen it, bam, right there. Everything's nice and easy. You can see your files for your folders. Is it on your desktop, download, document, picture, music, video? And it's all right there. If these ever disappear, you'll be able to just click that icon there, that little arrow right here, and it will throw down here. Now, that used to be the way that these worked. But as you can see, they moved this up here. So that will not show up the right way. And the reason I let it on that way is because that's how it's always been. Right? It's been like that for years. You've had devices and drivers, and above that, in this area, you used to have your folders. So with the newest Windows update, as of this day that this video was made, you don't get these icons above devices and drives. So I haven't done research into a workaround for that yet. Maybe I'll post another video on it. But for the time being now, at the end of this result, the good news is we have moved that to the side, simplified our start menu, and now if I click this, it goes right to anything I have plugged in. And then it also shows my file folders. So I can immediately access all of that. And it's really simple. Just click it. It'll open up, and it'll be there. So you can literally move left and right. But yeah, that is just a simple, short video I wanted to explain because a lot of people have been asking me, I wish I had my Windows 10 or Windows 7. And these customers, this is very simple approach, and we've been having really good results with it. So last review, start menu, simplify it here, go into settings, and under personalization, you will find the start menu. You can adjust all that there. As well, under personalization, on the taskbar, you will find everything to adjust these settings down here. And then on the folder icon, three dots, options, and Open File Explorer 2. You do those settings, you will get this simplified layout that you see here. So, hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this one, just subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll go from there. Thank you. There will be hopefully more videos in the future for you. So this is the first of many, and hope you enjoy it. Hope that helped you out. And again, subscribe, like, comment if you found this useful for you. Have a good day.